Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever applies to you. Today's video, we're going to talk about 5 helpful financial habits. So, hopefully, I can help you get one step closer to your financial goals. These are 5 habits that I use in my own life, and they're pretty helpful to me. They may be extremely helpful to you, a little helpful, maybe not helpful at all, but that's why I'm going to make more videos with more helpful tips and helpful habits, and hopefully one of the videos helps you. I know some videos don't help everyone, so I understand that. So with that being said, let's get started. The first habit is to save 10% of every paycheck or every source of income you get each time. So say you get paid weekly, $500 a week. Every time you get paid that $500, take 10% of it out, which is $50. I know that may sound like a lot, but trust me, once you get used to it, you're not even going to feel it. Just the first thing you do once you get your paycheck, take that 10% out, put it into a savings account, put it under your mattress, whatever helps you sleep better at night. I know it's going to feel tough, especially for the people who live paycheck to paycheck, and I know it's rough out there. I really do. But please trust me. Taking 10% out, it'll probably be one of the best things you can do. And I really feel like this applies to most people. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry, and sorry for wasting your time. But I really, really do recommend this because it'll be really helpful in the long run. And some people really have a hard time saving, and this is a good start. Maybe, you know what, if you are really, really struggling, try 5%. But honestly, 10% is just fine. Trust. The second habit I really recommend is to read more books. Trust me, I didn't like reading at all. I just started reading a lot like last year. So for the longest time, I thought reading was a waste of time. I thought it was boring. I thought there were not a lot of benefits to it. But trust me, I learned more reading books this past year in 2020 than I learned in school the whole time. And I know it may sound funny. I know some people like going to school and some people do a really good job learning at school. I was not one of them. I'm being honest. It was hard. I really did not like school. I really didn't like reading. I didn't like the material they had. But if you find books you like, especially like business oriented ones or self-help books, and I've been reading a lot of those kind of books, they really changed my life, and they gave me the courage to make this video. I know a lot of people may not like it, but hey, I'm trying, and reading books really helped me and opened my eyes to a lot of different areas and things I didn't know about before. So I really highly recommend that you try to read not even more books. Just try to go out there, find a good book that you like, and read it. And if you hate it, then I'm sorry, but I really think you should give books an opportunity. The third one is find multiple sources of income, and that could be in a lot of different ways. Maybe getting a second job, which I don't really recommend, or finding a side hustle, which is kind of like getting a second job too. But there are a lot of different ways to get multiple sources of income. For example, I started my channel. I felt like I only have 50 views so far, but I'm okay with that. I know I'm going to fail at things, but I would love to be able to do this and make more money and help people along the way. And I'm a very nervous person, and I hope I inspire even at least one person to try to be brave and do something that they're scared of, but they've been wanting to do. So yeah, I think finding multiple sources of income is very helpful, especially if you only have one job and you get laid off of that job, and then now you have no sources of income. So really think about that, and I do think it's a good habit to try to get out there and try different things and be brave, and hopefully you can do that, and if not, at least you tried. The fourth habit is cut one of your most purchased luxuries or wants in half. And what I mean by that is like something that's not a necessity. Like if you have a mortgage, you can't really cut that in half unless you refinance and do some other things. But for the most part, it's kind of a fixed set price that you have to pay each month. What I mean is, like, if you're buying all kinds of clothes every month and you know you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on clothes, or even something cheaper, like you just eat out food a lot, like McDonald's, Burger King, things like that, try cutting that in half. And I know for me personally, I love eating out. I love eating fast food. And this past month, I cut that in half, and I was able to do it, and it helped me save a lot of money, and I felt healthier and happier about it, and that I was able to do that. So I feel like it would be very helpful and very valuable to try doing something like that and see if you can do it. The last habit I have is avoid debt. Um, I know some people may already be in debt and they're trying to pay it off, and they already know how hard it is when they get into debt. Um, there are a few things you can do. Maybe try to pay cash for everything, or use your debit card, or use your credit card, but as long as you know you can pay it off within that month, and then use it. Don't overextend yourself, or at least try not to. And like, if you want a big ticket item like a new car or whatever, that really think about what you're purchasing and how long you have to be paying that off, and the interest rate that comes with it, and the extra amount of money that you're gonna have to pay on top of the beginning balance of it. Um, debt's not fun. It's not pretty, and I know a lot of people who've gotten into debt, and it really makes their life a lot harder. I don't want to say it ruins their life, because their life's not over and they always could pay it off in the future and not get into debt again. But I feel like that's something, if you can avoid, you should avoid. Um, it's always good to learn from your mistakes, but I feel like it's better to just avoid that mistake altogether. So these are my 5 helpful tips, and or habits, whatever you want to call them. I hope this is helpful. I'm gonna try to make more videos like this with more habits, and hopefully I'm able to cater to everyone and help them pick, or give them 1, 2, maybe 5 habits they want to adopt, and help them financially and just make them feel better overall. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time in the next video.